Good afternoon and welcome to the public meeting on the substantial amendment to the 2020-2024 Consolidated Plan and the 2023-2024 Action Plan. We're going to go ahead and get started, for it is 12 o'clock p.m. This particular meeting is being held in reference to the Child Care, Infant, and Toddler Infrastructure Expansion Project. Background on the project includes Tarrant County providing additional ARPA funds to create more child care slots in areas of high need. During last year, the city of Arlington actually submitted a proposal for funding to develop a new Tarrant County child care center right here within Arlington. We were successful during that application process and awarded funds. And so over the past year, we've been working to try to select a location for the said child care centers right here within Arlington. That agreement includes a sustainable model where the county and also child care associates who are our partners on this project will not have to pay for the land. We will use financial support for the construction, where we'll have the ARPA funds to help pay for the cost to build the actual facility. Child care associates will operate under a 30-year operation agreement, which will be funded through federal early Head Start child care vouchers. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a multi-party collaboration between Tarrant County, who will input ARPA funds, the city of Arlington, who will provide a match of land at no cost to Tarrant County and also child care associates, as well as community development block grant funds. And Child Care Associates, which is the organization which will manage and actually operate the facility over the course of the next 30 years. So here we wanted to provide details on the targeted areas. Within the RFP that we applied for, we had to show that the child care center would be located within a high need area with a higher level of upon the social vulnerability index. And so you'll see here where we've highlighted that this actually fits that requirement. You'll also see that there are no early high school or early child care sites located within the potential target area. Here we have key facts about the population within this specific census tract. You can see the demographic information, the median age and income, also the individuals who have attended school, own businesses, and also the total employees within the area. So to provide just a few more details about the project, the Child Care Center will actually be a prefabricated modular building with 10 classrooms. We're proposing about 1,400 square feet, which will include a cafeteria and also a play area. It will serve children between the ages of 0 to 4, and the site will accommodate over 100 infants and toddlers based upon actual early childhood guidelines. There will be no fees for income qualified families, and meals will be provided. The estimated cost is just over $5.5 million at $5,653,252. And then we've added in a 15% escalation cost of $847,987 for a total of $6,501,239. And you'll see at the bottom that this project will be provided for using, again, funds from Tarrant County in the amount of $4,700,000. and Arlington CDBG funds in the amount of $1,750,000. If the complete or total amount of escalation cost for the project is actually used and we end up needing additional CDBG funds, then we will address that at that time. Here we've provided a proposed rendering of the child care center. This is a mock-up that was provided by Sustainable Modular Management and Child Care Associates. This mock-up is not at all final. We intend for the community to be heavily engaged in the design process. And so we've ensured that both Child Care Associates, Tarrant County, and the vendor are willing to come in and actually make adjustments based upon the community's desires. And so the purpose of this hearing, again, is to address the actual proposed site location for this particular child care center. Initially, we were looking at the New York Craig Hanking site. And so we wanted to make sure that we were in line with our requirements by also noting that the city is considering 696 North Fielder Road as a new potential site. I say potential because the environmental review for this particular site has not been completed yet. And so once the environmental review for this particular site is completed, then the city would like to move forward on the 696 North Fielder Road daycare site. That, of course, is all contingent upon successful completion of the environmental review process, which is almost finished. And so once that is complete, then the city will move forward to finalize an agreement to purchase this site, and then construction will be underway to begin the process of developing the new child care center. We will have a series of community engagement sessions as well with those community residents to ensure that they're aware of the new site. And as I mentioned, they will also have the opportunity to have input in this particular process. So just to provide you with just the next steps in the project timeline, as I highlighted before, the environmental review is currently underway. We expect the final conclusion of that to be in July. So right within next month, the final environmental review should be complete. We will submit that to HUD for final approval and make sure that we've received their approval to move forward prior to making any choice limiting actions on this particular site. We anticipate that design and permitting will begin now and flow through January, or actually February of, actually that should be 2025, so of next year. And the construction as well will begin October through July of 2025, not 2024, but that should begin October through July. We anticipate that April through July of next year, licensing and also operational requirements will be met. And the intent is for us to actually be able to open the facility in August of next year. So we anticipate that we'll actually have the actual certification to move in by August 1st, and doors should be open by about mid-August or August 18th of next year. So I'll take any questions that we have at this time. Okay, so for additional information, I provided the staff contacts for this particular project. Please feel free to reach out to us as you have any questions. As I mentioned, this is an ongoing process. We wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity for the public to provide feedback on the new location of 696 North Fielder Road for the Tarrant County Expansion Project. Thank you so much for your time.